What this screencast tutorial is going to look at is the gradebook in Moodle. The gradebook, we're going to discuss the idea of how to access it, how the view within the gradebook looks, and then what are some of the functions you have in the gradebook. To access the gradebook, when you enter your Moodle courses interface, you want to scroll down and just a little bit down on the left-hand side, underneath the administration block, you'll see the section for grades. Go ahead and click on that. Now when the screen refreshes, you are in your gradebook. Now it should appear vertically. However, there is possibly the option the instructor could use to have it appear horizontally, where it would slide left to right, but typically it's going to appear in a vertical fashion. And what you'll see is, underneath this, you'll see the grade items. And so this will be a list of all the assignments. Now the order the assignments fall in are dependent upon the instructor and how they have them sequenced in the gradebook. So it may not always follow the order of your class. You may have week 1 assignment up here and week 1 assignment down here. It just kind of depends on how your instructor has the gradebook designed. You'll see this column here is grade. You'll see here that Dave's student has got a 50 points. Okay, this is registered as 50 points. You'll see here the section of range. This gives you the idea of what the point total is. And so you'll see for the Learning Team Constitution assignment that for Dave's student the range was 0 to 50. So that means Dave got 100% on the assignment. Okay, and if you come over just to the right of that, you'll see feedback. This would be a section where you can see comments from the instructor. Now, this gives you a pretty quick view of what the activities are and what the feedback and comments can be. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see the course total. Okay, you'll see that Dave has 50 points out of 600 possible. So right now he has an 8.33%, which clearly Dave probably won't end up with that score, but when you consider the range of points and what he has, that's the only score he has. That's why you see that percentage. Now you can click on assignments, which will take you to the assignment. Now something to note, you'll see here that you have assignments that are turned in, you have forms. If I scroll down, you'll see there's a lesson. The only way an item appears in the gradebook is if the instructor tells it to. So if you have a form that's not graded, it wouldn't appear in the gradebook. Okay, it wouldn't be accessible from the gradebook. But here, if you see the talented is overrated form that Dave did well on, if we click on it, it'll actually take you to the form. Okay, and you'll see where you can add the new discussion, you'll see where the question is, or if anyone has made posts, you'll be able to make comments. Okay, if we go back into the gradebook to the previous view, you'll see that with these activities here, these are assignments where you turn items in, whether it be a PowerPoint, an Excel spreadsheet, a Word document, something where you're delivering and turning an item in. So if we click on that, this gives you a little bit more information. One, here's the assignment. Here's what the instructor provided as a breakdown of what the assignment expectations are. And if you see, here's the available dates for the assignment. And here's submission feedback. So this is a place that you can go to see more of the instructor's feedbacks and comments. And you'll also see here that if the instructor, let's say you turned in a Word document and the instructor made edits or changes on that Word document, well, they have the ability to upload the document so that you can then access it and see what they wrote. And this is where you could come find that. If the instructor had uploaded a document, it would appear here. You would have more than one here, and that you could then click on it, open it as a Word document. If I move you a little bit over to the right, you'll see how this is where some of the functionality was. So to be able to browse and upload a document, you'll also see up here in this box that the points for the grade value appear here. Okay, so that you understand that this has been submitted, has been graded, and received 50 out of 50. Okay, let's go back into the gradebook. So we're going to go back a page. Okay, so this is how one item that you may find in here is you may find categories. This gradebook doesn't show it, but you may see assignments lumped together and that it would have a tab and it would be titled as a category. Say the instructor wanted to put all learning team forms into a learning team form category. They could be lumped together in that fashion. But the layout would stay the same. You would still see this view.